Okay, I'm in country Victoria, Bealiba, I think you pronounce it. Bealiba, which is, what's up there? Bealiba. Evans Hotel, Bealiba. This old pub hotel, 1857. Gone by that, so she's old, allegedly very haunted. I was just speaking to the owners. They're a New Zealand couple, and they said it's very, very active. So got full access to this place. We're going to be going to investigate the cellar, going to investigate all the rooms, and they mentioned in some other room as well. So I'll be going to go check all that out. So looking forward to this. But it's a creepy, creepy little town. It's tiny. This is pretty much the whole town. Outskirts are that way. Outskirts just past that orange light. So it's a tiny little town. Not much here, but I love it. And it's cold. Okay, here we go. This is my room. Just here. Apparently, room 4 is the most active room here. Oh. So this is it. Interesting. It's quiet. Such a quiet place. The whole town's quiet. Hopefully have a nice sleep. I'm going to sleep on the side of the fish. Fish, where I've got a little circle thing. Yeah, I'll go fish. This side. There's a black cat. Hello. Hello. How you going? And we got this room here. Yeah, so this building's actually quite big, and it's all. This is 1857. This one clearly gone by that. But there is a range of different parts of the building built over the years. This is like a common room where people can come and eat. It's got some cool old photos here. So that's George Evans. He was born 1826. So apparently he was the guy that built all this. This is Phyllis Evans. She's born 1835. I wonder if they're married. I'm guessing they probably would be. And you've got these 3 lovely ladies. Ida, is that how you pronounce it? EDA, Ida, Phyllis, and Mary. There we go. Looking at the old photos. I've got a clock like that one. That was my nan's. You can certainly feel energy in this room, no doubt. Okay, so get some of my paranormal gear out. Start with this meter, EMF meter. I'll just pop that there for now. And my favourite is I've got the couple, that's not my favourite. They're good, but not my favourite. My favourite is the ghost box, which is this one. Ooh, that just went off. any spirits here? If so, can you light that right up to red? Touch this device right here. Make it light right up to red. Or touch the little ball here. That will light up. What is your name? Can you make that light up again like you did before? The only noise that I can hear in here, other than the ghost box, which is now, is a fan on top of the heater there. Otherwise it's silent. This is working. It takes a bit of force to shut that off. That will stop in a moment. Can you please light this machine here up, the little black one I'm pointing at? Okay, I'm going to turn this off and take this. Let's see if we can get... It went up. As soon as I stopped recording before, this went right up to red. But I did not capture it on camera. I could set that off. Maybe the power. Something at the door. The wiring here could have set it off. There's wiring all through here. Doesn't seem to be happening here. Oh. Is there a spirit just by the door? Are you here? I'll take that as a yes. If that's correct, can you light that up one more time? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I might not leave this room. I think I'll stay here. On the table, there's that little ball. It's got the little red dot on top of it. Can you please touch it? If you touch that, that will make that light up as well. You've got two devices. You can light them both up if you can. Can you please try to light that up? Like the little ball. If you just give it a push. Or is it when I go to leave? You want me to stay? So I was going to leave. Should I leave? No? So are you standing by the door? Thank you. Did you work here once upon a time? Thank you. Oh, I'm going so cold now. Getting the chills. I don't know if you can see that. Getting goosebumps. It just went, just this cold air went through me. I can feel your energy right here, right now. Are you here alone? Do you want me to stay? There's nothing saying it off. I don't know if it's something that could be setting it off, but it seems pretty inconsistent because before there was pretty much nothing and then it hit right up to yellow. Do you want me to stay in this room? Should I stand here or sit down? You can't really answer that, can you, with the light? Should I sit down? Light it up as high as you can, please. So you want me to sit down? Can you please confirm that? The fact that I've moved away from the door and it's done nothing, I'm just wondering if there's something at the door that could be setting this off. Can you please set this off again? Make it light up while I'm standing away from the door, and that will give validation that you are here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the door. Okay? I could feel the energy over here though. And it actually feels colder right here. Just for the next 30 seconds, could you please not light this up? Let it go flat. Let it go flat. Nothing at all here, please. I'm starting to think it's something interfering with it. Hard to tell on this one. Okay, so I've just checked out of this place. It was a beautiful little place. Evans Hotel, Bealiba, 1857. Now it's meant to be very haunted. You can certainly feel the energies there. Personally, I didn't have any experiences. I must say that I was completely stuffed from the drive leaving Adelaide. Early in the morning, driving all day. It's a big drive, so I personally didn't have anything. But it's going to go a bit of a walk around this little town. But that building was built in 1857, and it's older than Maryborough itself, which is half an hour back that way. That's where we come from yesterday. This one's for sale. It's like an old shop. But yeah, last night, slept like a baby. I was so tired. Zero paranormal activity. Saying that, you can certainly feel the energies there. So I do believe it has got some hauntings there. Got here last night, it was dark, so I'm not very familiar with the town at all. It's quite small, as you can see. There's not much out that way. That's the area I come in from Maryborough into Bealima. I'll just turn the camera around so you can see. Walk back down towards Evans. He took us through all there last night. So that was once a brothel many years ago. Actually, yeah, was it that area? Oh, sorry, it was this side. It was in there. It was once a brothel, which would be these rooms on the other side. But certainly worth a visit to come back. Evans Hotel, 1857, built for George Evans, catered for Cobb and Coad travellers. Numerous professional people operated from here. George was a staunch supporter for Bealiba's progress and was instrumental in getting the rail line through. He was an early councillor of the Bet share. This is run by Jojo and John, great people, very friendly. Jojo was a chef in New Zealand and she cooked an amazing breakfast. This is the side part of the place. That room there, inside there, that's the one, it was the old pool room. They had a lot of meetings and a lot of decisions made in that one. I was in room 4, which is in there. That was my room. Can park out the back there. If you come and stay here, they're good people, I highly recommend it. I just parked out there on the street. There's a post office across the road. And we'll go for a bit of a walk down this end. Look at these old buildings. Would have been old shops back in the day, I'd imagine. What's this? The baker's shop, 1911, sold locally baked bread and delivered by horse and cart. The bread oven is still at the back. Also sold hot cross buns, ice cream, soft drinks together with golf and bicycle accessories, stationery, etc. Closed in March of 1978. Not that long ago, really. 1978. It is, but it's not on the scale of things. Let's cross over here to this one. This one's certainly seen better days. There's like a bit of a pit in there. Interesting. That little building, Public Library, 1879. It's such an old little town. And I was speaking to John, the owner of the place I stayed in last night at Evans. Said it was, I don't know if he said, well, this was full of shops all the way down, all the way around the corner, all the way up to the far end. I don't know if he said 16,000 people. That seems like a lot for this little place. 16,000. There's the public hall. This would be the memorial, I'd imagine, from the war. It is, yeah. All the old towns have these. They give honour to all those that have fallen and served. There you go, to those who served, 39 to 45. There's our Second World War. We've got Vietnam from 62 to 75. Love this. Well, this is another interesting little town here in Victoria. Yes, I would certainly come back. Certainly worth it, and it's worth staying at Evans as well. get a chance and you're exploring this type of this sort of area, not far from Bendigo, not far from Maryborough, certainly worth coming and visiting this little town. And stay at Evans if you come here. Anyway, off to Clunes now. That's our next stop. Okay, I've just arrived in Clunes. Parked at the back there. This is in main street of Clunes through here, which is Service Street and Fraser. Now, Fraser is made famous from the movie Mad Max, the original one, the first one. First time for me to be in this little town. Straight away, as I parked in, I could recognise that shed from the movie next to the War Memorial, which is just over there. So I'm pretty excited to come here and check all this out. It's quite wet this morning. Anyway, we'll get out there and we'll have a look around. This is cool. Again, just like we see in the last old town, they always have these memorials paying respect to their service people. Again, here's a classic one. I love this one. This is great. Got the soldier there in a lot of detail. Erected in honour of all who enlisted from this town and district for the Great War, 1914 to 18. Also in memory of the fallen. Clunes War Memorial. If you come here, definitely stop here at the Clunes War Memorial, have a read of that. Check out this wonderful statue. There's all the names just around the side there. There you go, even said killed in World War II. There's their names. And we've got the bottom one there, the most recent. Flight Lieutenant Paul Pardol, RAF, killed in Iraq, 30th of January 2005. Anyway, here's that old shed. Now I reckon, I got a feeling in the movie there was cars just parked here in front of those doors, all in this area here. I'll check it out later. We'll see if we can match this up. There you go, so I've just parked over there. We've walked across the street. War Memorial here on Fraser Street. Now this part of the shed definitely can recall from the movie. And then all the bikers, I reckon, were parked along here in that little kink of the road. Get out here and have a better look. Wow, some beautiful historic buildings here as well. Loving the architecture here. Coming through. But yeah, this shed definitely. Look at that. Look how grungy that is. And then I reckon from the film, it would be filmed the other direction coming this way. I just remember all the bikes being right here. I reckon they're right here and down this area. And they all took off all together, either that way or that way. I'm thinking they might have all took off out that way. And the camera would have been up the other end. So I might even make my way down that end and get a different perspective. Okay, so I just had a quick look online and got some still shots from the scene that was filmed from this direction, straight over towards that building. You can see like the white lattice work on this building here, and the bikes are lined up in front of that and back towards that garage, and they seem to come this way. So I'm guessing the filming would have been done in the middle of the street, probably somewhere from over here approximately. Have a look. Guessing somewhere around here bikes would have left that area and come back out towards me now. So filming would have been done from over this direction. That's pretty cool. So that would have been early 80s, even late, actually it might have been 79 Mad Max. 79, 80, somewhere around there. And it still looks very similar. That's pretty cool. Gold on main. So yeah, they all would have been through here. Yep. And in front of this garage as well. There you go, that's from the movie Mad Max. That's the scene we're talking about, all the bikes at the front of the buildings. There's that white lattice work that we can see on that building. There's Max himself with his dog. Okay, so now I'm at Clunes railway station. Yeah, Clunes. And this is the railway station in the movie as well. So Toe Cutter is a character, and then he had his gang here. And like, this is rough. I'm just going back from years of memories, so I'm just vaguely remember chairs or something, but they were all hanging out under this veranda area along this wall in this train station. So that was all filmed through here. So cool, you can come and travel to these little places, just a little bit of research and turn up and then explore it completely off the cuff, going by old memories. But yeah, this is it. This is definitely in it. You can tell by the chimney stacks there and all the detail. Better be careful the way I'm walking backwards here. But you can see the chimney stacks and all the detail in the building. That this was the filming location for Mad Max. The main city or the town centre is just over that way. That's back where the garage is, where they filmed in Fraser Street. This is the back of the Clunes railway station. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty cool. Okay, so it's been wet all day. Anyway, I've just been on the road heading down from Clunes to Geelong, where I'll be getting the ferry over to Tasmania. And I've just stopped here for a break. Went over to the bathrooms over there, and my God, it stunk. Stunk so bad. Anyway, we're just at this reserve. I just find out the name of it. Stony Creek, I think it was. Upper Stony Creek Reserve. Or Reservoir, not Reserve, Reservoir. I guess because that's a Reservoir 1. That is. Anyway, I'm going to get in the van in the back. Since it's wet, I normally like to sit outside and have some lunch. I've got my van decked out. I've got a bit of a chair here. Got my ice box there, and then there's just a storage container, which I will act as a little bit of a table. So a bit of a lunch break now, and we'll continue on after lunch. So here's my lunch. All I did is got some mini wraps, bit of ham, got a bit of sauce on there, and some salad. So nice, easy lunch to have with a view like that, which isn't too shabby. Quite nice. Okay, so lunch is done, and that was nice. So we're just going to go for a little bit of a walk around here. Well, what a trip it's been so far, and I've only had the one night. So today the plan is to get to Geelong, which I'm not too far away, less than an hour away from Geelong now. And then I'll board the ferry and put the van on there as well. And that leaves at 6:45 tonight. I'm making my way over to Devonport in Tasmania. That's pretty cool. And then I'll have to make my way down to Hobart, pick up Corey from the airport. So yeah, arrive in Devonport at 6 a.m. And then I think it's about 1:40 Corey's plane lands. Look at the backdrop here. That's beautiful. Pick up Corey from airport, and then we'll just finalise a few little things for our itinerary for the paranormal trip that's happening. It starts this Thursday. It's currently Tuesday now. So then we'll have the one night to relax. We're staying at the Ridges. The first night for the event is also at the Ridges, so we'll spend the next 2 nights there once I get there tomorrow. Staying on the ferry overnight, lands at 6 a.m. as I mentioned. And then that's pretty much it. Then the event starts, so that's pretty exciting, pretty cool about that. I think this is a great way for me to go into an event a lot more relaxed than a lot of the times. You get a lot of stress and anxiety putting these trips together, and you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. So for me to come out here and just spend some time out alone and exploring some new places, I think it's just a great way for me to put a smile on my face, make me relaxed, and I can go into the event and ensure everyone has the best experience. Well, here we go. We're at Geelong on the port. That's a huge anchor. Look at that thing. Absolutely massive. Just to put it in scale, I'll stand next to it. Let's see if we get some sort of idea, some sort of scale. There you go. I'm 5'11". That's on its side, and it's well and truly well over 6 foot.
I wanna go, I wanna see, I wanna feel your heartbeat. Walk every road, the highs and lows and everything.
Anyway, it's going to be my first time on the Spirit of Tasmania, and I am excited, even though I do get seasick on Pro Tour. I actually got seasick taking a client to Kangaroo Island on the way back. It was quite rough, and I was so ill. It was shocking, so I'm hoping I do not get sick on this one. At the moment, the water looks nice and flat. Hopefully it stays that way tonight.
When it's you and me, it's a dream. When it's you and me, it's a dream. We're living a dream.
Well, that will be the end of the video. That's for the Adelaide to Victoria phase, and it'll be a separate video from here on end. So boarding the Spirit of Tasmania and then going on to Tasmania. So that'll be a complete separate video. So thanks for watching this one. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. That will inspire me to do more videos. I'm really slack at editing and getting these done. So please subscribe. I know there's more people watching. That will motivate me more to get more videos done from all the different places I travel to. Thumbs up for this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. How does it feel being in Tasmania, for starters? No wheel work. You're on the left, and you've got a beer in your hand.
Doesn't get much better than this, except don't know how to open it.
That's not my problem. I just supplied the beer.